So when it comes to this setup, we could have a very long-winded argument about every single position that goes into the setup. But today is not going to be that video. I'm not going to be going into all of the details for a good reason, because I've already done that. I've got a video on the website called Perfecting Your Setup. It's 16 minutes in length where I walk you through every single thing as far as stance width and knee flex, what is optimal for you so that you can do the most important things when it comes to swinging the golf club. Produce power and speed, and also be able to maintain balance and stability while doing so. So listen, if you're brand new to the channel, do me a big favor, head down below real quick and hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button if you like today's video. And if you have any questions or any comments for me at all, please feel free to post that up below. I will help you out as best as I possibly can. I'm here to help people and help you play this game of golf. I love being able to help people all over the world, and I love being able to help spread our message here at MyGolfDNA. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get out there, let's get to work. So real quick before I show you how to get into this position, I want you to be aware of the 3 checkpoints before we go through this stuff, and we're gonna go very quickly today. So when I'm in my setup position, I'm getting ready to pull the trigger here. We wanna make sure that you have the ball position, no matter which club is in your hand, is directly in line with the logo on your chest or in line with your lead ear. Okay, that's the first one. The second one that you're going to be looking for is making sure that your hands, your wrists, and your arms are completely relaxed while you're over the golf ball. You want the club to be resting in behind the golf ball and the ball to be directly in the center of the face. And the third and final checkpoint is you want to make sure that your feet, your hips, and your shoulders are all perfectly parallel with one another when you go through this process. You get those 3 things done right, you're cooking with some major fire. So how I like to do this is I've got a 7-iron here. I like to start in the middle of the road, and I'm gonna get into a comfortable talking position here, right? A comfortable talking position where I feel like I'm balanced. I could sit here and have a conversation with you all day. And as you noticed, you can see that my legs are directly underneath my pelvis. We're gonna build our stance width first, get over the golf ball second. So how I like to do this is I like to take my hands and put them on the sides of my hip. And I like to take my pointer finger and my middle finger on both hands, and I like to find the pointy pelvic bone on each side of the body, and I like to touch it. Now I'm gonna use this as a reference point here, and what I wanna do is I wanna take the inner portion of my trail foot and my lead foot, and I just wanna take a little step out and make sure that that's just outside of where I have my fingers touching my pelvis, okay? You can just see as I'm talking to you, without looking down at my feet, by just having a reference point here that I'm touching, I just widen my stance up and it looks like I'm in a position where I can move and maintain balance. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to get ourselves over the golf ball. But when you do this, remember, you're going to have gravity starting to work against you. And a lot of people have this desire to put their chin down into their chest to go see the golf ball. We're gonna go see the golf ball, but I don't want your chin to go down doing so. And I want you to try to be mindful of the shoulders trying to get pulled forward. So from this same position, what I want you to do is I want you to go find the golf ball, but I want you to keep your legs locked out straight for now, and I want you to push your pelvis down and back and start to allow your chest and your head to move over the ball. And now I can see the golf ball and my chin didn't go down. Once I can see the golf ball, all I want to do is keep my head and chest right where it is, and I want to relax my knees. You want the back of the knee to be over the center of the ankle. That's a good reference point for you when you look at this from a down the line perspective. Now, once I've softened my knees, I want my hands and arms to hang down freely without my shoulders going into this really rounded position. So keep your shoulders nice and neutral, let your arms hang freely, bring the golf club in, and now you can see that I'm actually a little bit too close to the golf ball. So what I'm gonna do is just adjust, make sure that the ball position is directly in line with the logo on my chest, make sure that my hands and arms are hanging down freely, and make sure that my feet, hips, and shoulders are all in line with one another. So let's go through that again real quick here. Okay, I'm gonna touch the pointy pelvic bone on the front of my body on both sides. I'm just gonna widen up just a little bit, just outside of that. And now I'm gonna start getting myself over the golf ball, keep my legs locked out straight, keep my chin up, shoulders back. I can see it, soften my knees, let my arms hang freely, bring the golf club in, and just adjust my body to make sure that the ball position is off the logo on my chest, the club is resting in behind the golf ball, and my lines are parallel. Simple as that. Now, let's take a look at it with a driver. Same thing applies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand in a passive talking position here. Okay, I've got the ball position in line with my lead foot, touching my pelvis here. I'm gonna go just a little bit outside of that. Okay, Now I'm gonna keep my legs locked out straight, pushing my pelvis down and back. I can see the ball pretty easily here. Soften my knees, let my arms hang freely. Club comes in, I'm still too close to it. Move myself back, double check the ball position, double check my lines, and now I'm ready for showtime. Same thing, shortest club in the bag. Standing here passive, touch my hips, widen up just a little bit. Push the pelvis down and back, soften the knees, arms hang freely, bring the club in, and now I'm ready to go. So once you start getting the hang of this, you're gonna be able to walk into the shot with every single club in your bag, and your setup position is going to be ready for business. Pretty simple way to get yourself in a position where you're ready to start moving and maintaining balance, and you know that your setup position is not working against you.